Hi there, it's your girl PJ and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Remember, I'm your cheerleader for everything marital. This is hot and spicy in here because we talk about the struggles, but of course the victories of our everyday marriage. So, welcome on board. Alright, with me today in the studio is my baby sister. I hope she will like this one. Come on, girl.
Clean up that place.
My baby sister is here, in the studio with me for the first time. This is the first time I'm having a family member come along, and it's such a good one. So it's my pleasure to have you here in the studio. My sister is Neme. She is the team lead of Santa Fe, Nigeria, or is it Africa now?
Africa.
Santa Fe, Africa, and this is the largest trade fair organizing team in the whole of Southeast. So it's an honor to have her double as both my sister and entrepreneur, and of course she has lots of clotheslines, right? And she's going to tell us about that today. So please do join me to welcome my sister.
Hi, I'm happy to be in this studio. I've seen all the wonderful content being put out there, and I've been saying in my mind, when I catch this mic and this camera,
we need to do a dance competition. Like, let me show you guys, let me flaunt this babe. I'm a rocker, like a rocker.
She keeps saying, and I've added a lot of weight, and I'm bigger than her. She thinks because I'm big, I can't still teach her how to dance. And she knows that
it's not better you slim down than you use your fatness to see somebody how to dance.
See, you guys should not mind all the attacks, all the illegal behind.
But we need to have a dance. We need to have a dance competition. I've always dreamt of it.
I'll think about it.
No, come on now.
No, you bring your. No. Having a dance, just like, I don't know. Having a dance competition with you is like how I rap in this dancing thing.
You don't know how good I've become. You're joking, aren't you?
You guys.
Okay, so please don't mind this gear that came to join me. So today we're talking entrepreneurship. We're talking enterprise development. We're talking starting a movement that should go global. So I want Neme to tell us how she started as a young girl, Santa Fe Africa, and how Santa Fe Africa has lasted for over 7 years now, and consistently hosting trade fair events and having young startups, young business women cashing on it, and they're doing excellently well. So Neme, please pitch yourself. I don't have your terms. Give us your terminology.
Okay, my name is Neme of Santa Fe. Santa Fe is not my surname, but at this time, I think he has taken over my name. So my name is Neme of Santa Fe. I'm co-founder, stroke team lead of Santa Fe Africa. Santa Fe Africa is the largest trade fair in Southeast Nigeria. We started in 2018. And this is what? 20 what?
This is 2024.
Woo! 7 years.
Yes.
This is our
That's
7th
so
year.
good.
How did you even get here? Yeah. But aside Santa Fe, I run a personal brand called Honey House Couture.
And I'm even trying to collaborate with her so that we can do it together, because I told you guys
to be careful with a lot of grace that you will take from this.
I have the style. So we've been thinking of it, to build. I'm proudly Honey House Couture. This is her brand.
Woo!
And this is her brand, so good. So I'm thinking of, bring, you guys know how stylish I am, to bring my, stuff on board so that it can be a powerful collaboration.
So I was talking about myself.
Partnership sounds Partnership.
Remember, she told me to pitch myself.
Okay, so go ahead.
So I run a 2-piece wear brand called Honey House Couture. Please check it out on Instagram.
So good.
We produce 2-piece wears. We mass produce 2-piece wears for other fashion houses.
Wow.
We do vintage shirts as well, and female shirt dresses.
Wow.
Yes. I run Upsurge. Upsurge is a community where we raise godly female entrepreneurs. So I'm like the head mentor for Upsurge community.
Wow.
What else do I do? I'm a mom, I'm a husband. That's even like a full-time
Your husband? Jesus, you see, that couldn't have been an error.
So what is she trying to say that couldn't have been an error? So no man saying it could have been an error.
She or she.
Hello. Please, I'm a wife.
Come on now. Alright, so
What did I say husband?
what did you say? Husband?
I'm a wife and a mom.
And you're married to a good man, really.
I'm also a
Hi
pastor.
T.
Hi T. I'm also a pastor and head of administration for Golden Heart Foundation, New Haven Junction, Enugu.
Oh wow, so good to have you in our studio today.
Thank you.
So let's talk business. Right. So this is, can we from hindsight think about 7 years ago? How did you think of Santa Fe? How did the name even come about? Because it sounds Christmas, right?
Christmas.
Like Santa Claus, Santa Fe. And there's a car. I drove one.
Santa Fe. But their own is FE now.
No, I don't
It's
really.
FE, yeah.
Okay, so whatever. So tell us how Santa Fe started, and how it's going to come to this point right now.
This is a very long story. Are you guys ready to hear?
Cut it short.
Maybe better be sure that you guys are ready for the roller coaster. Santa Fe 2020. It started 2018. That was the first time we had Santa Fe. But prior to Santa Fe, right, my life has been, on a pace. Trying to find out what is it I'm created for, what is it I'm here to do. I'm a church girl, yeah. Born in a Christian home, born pastor's child. You know how they
PK. Proudly PK.
pastor's kids. Born in a Christian home, the conventional Christian home in Nigeria, traditional, yeah, where there is morning devotion and night devotion. With mothers came by the side, insisting that your eyes must be open and your lips must go with the songs and all. I think that's where I got my foundation. Yes, then I came into school where I met Dominion City. I'm proudly Dominion City too. And I started serving in church. One of the most recurrent statements from my pastor at the time was that service is a limit breaker. Service is a limit breaker. That if there are things you want to attain in life, if there are heights that you want to get to, serve your way up to that.
Service the way to greatness.
Yes, so I started serving. I mean, we didn't even know where we were headed to. You know, when they would say, you have a vision and ambition you want to get to. At that time, I didn't even have anything like that in mind. But I started serving through the hard times, through the times without money, through the times where we were talked down on, through the times where it didn't look as if we'd make it. But sometime in 2016, towards the end of my service here in Dominion City, Okibu, my pastor at the time was Pastor Kelechi Nana.
Probably my husband.
I had finished serving. There was this pastor's meeting that he held, powerful sessions, of course, with him all the time. You leave such meetings with PKC feeling like you can conquer any giant at this time in your life.
You want to meet my husband, right?
You guys need to meet him, not on her behalf. So it was such a session, and we had just finished listening to Reverend David Obeli's tape about passion and goals, and feedbacks were pouring. And Pastor Kelechi said, "Let me pray for you all," and then we stood up to pray. Amidst that prayer, he just says, "When is Sister Neme? Come to the altar." Small me, I wasn't this big, of course, very tiny, size 6.
Should I come in there?
Please, this is my story to tell. Size 6, girl, amidst very hefty men who were pastors at the time. My pastor says, "Come to the altar." And the pastor just lays hands on me and says, "The Lord said I should tell you that you are a pace setter." I know the English pace setter, but there was no prior conversation to initiate this talk, to initiate this word. I am just that normal girl who was running around in church, serving with my mistakes, bokum, getting hot from guys, chasing after guys, even making mistakes like a very Christian. I chased though in my mind. I don't think I chased physically, but you know how you just
please go on.
Making all the mistakes and all, and then pace setter just comes from nowhere. At the end of that meeting, of course, it was very prophetic. A lot of things happened to me. I went back to Pastor Casey came back to me this and said, this is the word you used while you were talking to me. What does it mean? Because I know what pesitting means, in the English language. But from the prophetic point of view, what does this word mean? I think that's where my journey began. The fact that I went back. Because I also understood in this journey that plenty of times as believers who want to do things, God gives us an idea, gives us a word, gives us a direction, and we run off. There's a point of going back and saying, this is what you gave me. What's the way forward? What's the blueprint? So for me, I think that was a turning point for me. In fact, I went back and asked, best Satan, what's the prophetic use for this word? Pastor, he's light-minded, he's a free-spirited man. He laughed and said, me self, I don't know. Wow. I got it from the spirit. So he dawned on me that was the oracle speaking at the time. And he said, but the Lord said you will start things and others will follow. I picked it and I started nursing it in my hand. For every time they say, what's the prayer point? That's what I put. What am I going to start and others will follow? What is it that I'm going to lead? What is the nation, the army, the selected few, the called group of people that I'm supposed to lead on this journey of life? Literally, 2016, 2018, 2 years later. Wow. Santa Fe was born. Wow. Can I be very serious? I don't think that this is even the place where the Lord is saying, I think he's talking about nations, the world in its entirety.
Powerful. But of course, even to this point, I'm not sure you thought of it, especially in the area of entrepreneurship.
Yes. Have I think I've always been a hustler. I think you can also attest to that.
Well, from the hindsight, my mom of blessed memory used to be very enterprising. The one that's enjoying every year, etc. used to be very enterprising, right?
Yeah.
And there was no business, any petty business in this world you can think of.
My mom did do.
From
soya milk
to making and selling,
to planting corn,
to planting and selling,
roasting corn by the roadside,
to what other things? Okerika. When we used to travel to Aba from Enugu to go buy, Okerika dresses and sell.
I don't know if you remember that story. Daddy said, Mommy bought Okerika from Aba, came to the park waiting for a bus to bring them back to Enugu. While they were still waiting for bus to load, Mommy opens her Okerika bill and starts selling and finishes it at that point and comes home with money.
She would have gone back to Aba.
She had to go back to Aba. I think it's Daddy that told me the story. Yeah.
Are you for real? I'm just learning this. This is amazing. My mom was really very enterprising. She was, and she started a lot of things
with her 9 to 5.
Yes, of course. With her 9 to 5, right? She was also doing these things alongside while our dad was in mission field. So I think that they picked that and has taken it to really another level, which is powerful. So we can understand the prophecy because this is something that has been that is a part of maybe covenants in the system, and then you are born with it. This is amazing. So how did the name come about? How did you think of Santa Fe as a name?
Okay,
excuse me.
It would be bad for me not to mention that after the prophecy had gone, there was a lot of work was in place.
Okay.
Yeah. So when Pastor had finished that proclamation over my life, and I was looking for a way to become the pessetter that he had said, one of the things he did was to release me into the city. He said, go and take skills. Remember we were at Okigwe 7 at the time. Pastor says, I release you to go to Lagos. At the time, I wanted to take some skills on broadcasting.
Yeah, I remember. And what's that? Is that Enugu something?
It's MBA, Nigerian Broadcast Academy.
Oh, Lagos. MBA Lagos, yeah.
And so I paid, I think he even supported me financially to pay for that course.
Yes. Do you remember Unilever now?
Oh, yeah. Unilever was penultimate in the university. I wasn't only when I did Unilever.
Oh, okay.
So, of course, there had been things that I'd done in the past that could, I wanted to say that I could be said to be a hustler at the time. Okay. I was jumping on businesses, the entrepreneurial spirit was on, but without direction. So I think that personal proclamation could streamline me to where I'm supposed to be. So the journey of him releasing me to go to Lagos that I was so scared of, I was afraid. I lived in Okigwe, Enugu all my life, hearing stories and tales from Lagos. Let me also mention that you also played a role. There was a time in my life you kept insisting I'm supposed to be in Lagos.
Wow, I can't remember a lot of things. When people share some of things, they say I help.
Oh, you kept insisting that Lagos is the place for me. I know maybe because of the way I reacted to business, talks and all that. Yeah, I responded to. So it kept insisting. So I went to Lagos afraid. I went to Lagos afraid, not knowing how to deal with the culture, the new way of life. Having been in Okiwe, PKs would always insist because of my ministry that I wouldn't wear trousers, if you remember. I should be wearing only skirts. God of the people have been called to reach. So how can this girl who had one skirt for almost 2 years of her life blend in Lagos life and their nakedness? So I moved to Lagos and took some training. So there was work. There was a part of networking, and then I came back. I understood that if there was anything I was going to ever launch, I would need a team. I would need a group of people who understood this vision, who shared same values with me. I'm already mentioning some things you should even note while choosing people who could be in your team. That I needed to launch whatever it was. So, and then I took a training to 2018, in the last quarter of 2018, with Faith Foundation. With Faith Foundation on business and entrepreneurship, powered by Facebook. Facebook paid for that training because it was a scholarship from Facebook that enabled me to take that course with Faith Foundation. Then, after the training, myself and some of my friends realized two profound things from that training. One is that we weren't running businesses. We were just doing money exchange. Money is changing hands. We didn't have our books intact, so we didn't even know our profit margin. We didn't even understand what it was all about. Then the second thing we came up with that training is that there was no visibility for the businesses we were doing in Southeast Nigeria.
Wow.
That training, most of the facilitators were brought in from the Southwest.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you understand? But people were doing much more than those people at the time in Southeast, but nobody knew about them. So my friends and I were like, what can we do to help these businesses in Southeast gain visibility for what they do?
Wow, awesome.
Yeah. And so we decided to leverage on one another's contact. That was what we called it at the time, leveraging on one another's contact to make sales. If you, a PJ, have 20 people that you can invite to come and buy from you, I also should have 20 people. My friend should have. So we are 5 of us who came together and said, let's invite 20 people each from our contact to come in one place. We display our goods and have them buy from us.
Absolutely.
And that's leveraging. So we calculated that we could have 100 people. I mean, someone who needs what I sell should also, and then plus it's Christmas. People who are looking to buy would also give a discount. The name came about because it was Christmas.
Wow. We
thought, what we're actually doing is a trade fair. Since we'll be slashing the prices for people and having them buy everything they need in one space, but it's in Christmas period, so we would have said Christmas fair. But then, what other name depicts Christmas that would also be funky and sell well? And we thought Santa Fe.
Wow.
Let me also say this: the name didn't come from me; it came from a team member.
Wow.
And we bought into it, and
awesome.
We've been running with it since.
So germane. Wow, so good, powerful. So I want to know, okay, obviously was there any foundation for wealth that you had built at the time?
My dad is very, very rich and wealthy.
Or you guys just were just normal young babies, trying to make ends meet legitimately?
Okay. I don't know if I'll be speaking in the wrong if I agree with you that there was no foundation for wealth. But yes, from a biological point of view,
from a cash flow. But there was, the wealth of human capital. Is that what you want to say?
Okay, so let me say from the biological point of view, yes, there was none. There was no business existing in my family at the time I had launched Santa Fe. I didn't learn from anybody. Yes, we could say maybe by nature I took some things from mom, but nobody had grown an enterprise in our family, so I wasn't looking up to anyone, right? But then from a spiritual point of view, being in a family like Dominion City already gives you a landing platform for exploits. So I think where I took it from was the fact that I was looking for a way to convert all the graces and laying on of hands.
Yes, that
exactly.
Things.
I think that's where there's usually a conflict in.
Yeah, okay, well, it is a convertible wealth.
Yeah.
So it wasn't already existing
Yeah.
that you had to build on, but you had to convert it.
Yes.
Yeah. And true wealth is actually transportable and convertible.
True.
And portable.
Yes.
So powerful. I see that. So how has it been for you? Has there been challenges, and all of that? How has it been for you growing from 2018 up until now? Has there been any giant strides and accomplishments alongside?
Up until 3 days ago when I traveled to take a course in Lagos, I was sinking. So let me say this to anyone who's listening to us and you're looking to start something big, and you're still taking your time because you don't know what you will meet. Let me give you an assurance: you will meet giants, right? You will meet challenges. They will be very daring, but like we were saying this morning, can I use Igbo to say this? Anakupe destiny akupe.
Absolutely.
There's a breaking forth of your destiny. It's like it's in a box.
Challenges at the breakfast of champions.
Woo, that's a good one. Please, can we put a subtitle to put this one out? Yeah. So challenges are true, and if you don't go through them, you can't record giant strides. Right. So my sister would say, if you get to the Red Sea, use your road. So where you know that you have a road safe, or even learn how to use it, is that you got to a Red Sea. So when you get to the Sea of Reeds, use your road and open it up. So yes, there have been major challenges. As a matter of fact, for every fair, we wait for the challenge to come. We are open-minded enough to
every year had its own
mega, very mega. There are little
tell us, like, from this, maybe from human beings or from government or from that, or from trying to get sponsors.
Yes, so I think predominantly getting sponsors are a huge challenge for every trade fair, especially enterprises from Southeast Nigeria. I've been in meetings where, in pursuit of sponsorship, I was outrightly told that businesses in Southeast are dead and they are not investable. So these companies I was hoping to come and sponsor cannot come because this particular enterprise is founded in Southeast Nigeria. So
that's
and then you talk of Enugu and they will say, land of civil servants. Who has some amount of money to throw around in that place. So there have been challenges of getting sponsors. Currently still a challenge, but
that doesn't hinder anything.
Yes, that doesn't hinder anything. There have been challenges of government approvals. Of course, you know that one of my biggest competitor is the International Trade Fair.
Oh wow.
Yes, for every fair, of course, is International Trade Fair. But the selling point for Santa Fe is that we make room for small businesses owned by women.
I was going to go to that, beyond the challenges. Has there been any improvement that has added to the economy and, of course, to the lives of these people who have started this business? Your business, does it only surround women and all of that, or so let's know how that has helped women to come out and how it has improved the livelihood
of women,
yes,
or the people that are called. Okay, so let me say this categorically. Santa Fe is a product of Santa Fe Afrique. So Santa Fe Afrique is the parent company, and one of our products is Santa Fe, which is the most heard about. But beyond that, we have trainings and smaller exhibitions and conferences and conventions that help business. So Santa Fe Afrique, our vision is to help small businesses owned by women in Southeast Nigeria gain visibility and compete in the global market.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're a team of women.
Why women?
Why women? Because I'm a woman, Actually, yes, because of a woman. And then there's a spiritual point of view to it. While serving, the office I serve the most in church is the office of the single ladies coordinator.
Okay.
So I had handled women throughout my service here in church. For almost 4 to 5 years of my life, I was handling women. So I know, like I know
Like working with women, not necessarily handling them.
Oh, okay. Handling does it sound?
Yes, I
what
feel like
people
dealing with somebody.
what people used to understand is now. Yeah, but handling is working with breeding women, right? Mentoring women, helping women become a better version of themselves, for the Lord. And now it was time to try and transfer everything I'd learned serving in church into the society.
Yeah. So that's beautiful. So like, what's the do you have any demographics of women you work with, like their age range, or what's also the capacity of the number of women that have come into the business to work?
Okay, so every woman who owns a small business, I can work with every woman, even if you're a teenager, adolescent, adult, old. If you own a small business and you want the world to hear about it in Southeast Nigeria, please plug in with Santa Fe so I can work with you.
Wow. Yeah. That's powerful. So how has that improved the lives of women who have, come in to work or to sell in Santa
Fe? So when we began Santa Fe in 2018, we met women who had side hustles. They weren't bold to say, this is what we do. I sell pap for crying out loud. Who wants to say that in 2018? I make news, people want to say I work in the government house, I'm a lawyer, they go flip your hair and say I own a boutique. Nobody wants to say I sell thrifts. But when we started, there's something that happened. We built a community out of everyone who had made contact with us. And women began to see that they were not the only one in the ship that they were in. There were lots of women who had side hustles that they wish they could make more public. They wish they could talk about it, but because a lot of people weren't talking about theirs. So Santa Fe gave them a platform to express, that other side of them. And knowing that women are entrepreneurial in nature.
Oh, really?
Yes, women. Every woman is thinking of something to add to make livelihood better. I think it's a thing with every woman. And maybe the guys too, but I'm talking about the woman point of view. So they're always thinking, enterprising maybe not entrepreneurial. Thinking of something new to launch, something new to start. And then when the community started building together, people started saying, so someone can boldly say, I sell thrifts. What's the next level of selling thrift? Can I start bringing in this thrift by myself beyond just going to Abba to pick? I can start importing these thrifts by myself. I can become a wholesaler. I can have a page for just thrift wears. Remember that thrift wears are okay, but
okay, Rika.
So, and someone decides. So some people who have it as side hustle now says, it can even have a name. I can get you registered in CSC. I can have a team, right? I can have a page for it on Instagram. I can move to the next level of running sponsored ad. I can now decide to show my face.
Wow.
That this is what I do. Someone makes soya bean powder.
Wow.
Only, and decide to package this soya bean powder. There are the big packs, there are the smaller packs for children of this age. And then decides to go to school about it too. And says, let me know the nutritional value of this. Is there a study that can show the improvements for children who have been taking my soya bean powder? And he's making a whole course out of it, and people are paying to take these courses on how soya bean powder can improve the lives of every child.
Wow. This is powerful.
Very.
So women have made money, got some visibility.
Much more.
Wow.
Built a network, made friends out of this work. We record in our fairs there. Someone in 3 days sales is making 5 million naira.
Whoa!
In 3 days.
Southeast.
In Southeast. In Enugu, making 5 million naira. Gives them the ball.
And I see the pictures. I see sea of women, sea of people come to shop. I think you've had close to
10,000 buyers in one fair.
Wow, that's amazing.
On God, though.
No, absolutely on God, but that's really amazing because God uses men. But this is beautiful. So, what's your advice for young women out there who want to start up things? I mean, this is not the first time we're receiving any prophecy, So what's the first? So what's your advice for us, for a young woman who feels I want to do something, but Nigeria is a factor, Africa is a factor. A lot of things are on the odds for me right now, but I know there's something on my inside. I need to really launch it and stuff.
You need me to do this. Let me pray for you. I have a prophetic word for you. Please listen to me. And somewhere in your heart, there's a yearning to be more. You know that you're created for more. You know that this is not who you're supposed to be, and you've been looking forward to when there will be a breaking forth for you.
Yeah.
Let me prophesy to you. The same way my pastor has caused what was on my inside to come to fruition, I'm going to say to you, at the sound of this video, at the end of this YouTube, clip that you're watching, something in you will break forth. There will be an explosion that will bring out the other person in you that you've been looking for how to unlock. Then I'm going to say something else. There's a part of work
That needs to be done.
Sit down. What is it that you love to do? What is it that is relatable to you?
Beyond passion now.
Yes, beyond passion now. What is it that is available to you? Start. That's usually the highest challenge for most people. Start immediately.
Start with me, get your team, think of someone that can work for you, or start with me.
Yes. So I also don't want to stop there. I know that you've taken a lot of classes on YouTube about what you love to do. Can you do your first video and make the mistake? Can you even go and look for where to buy this thing that you want to sell? You want to reach out to teenagers. Can you write to the first school and say, can I come and talk to you guys?
The rejected first.
Yes, get the no, move out, do something. Launch out. Launch out is not a cliche. Because people keep saying, yes, what if you need money? Some of the time, the capital you need to start what you want to do is the human resources around you. Can you maximize them? Can you say, I know you have a studio where you do this. Can I just come and use your lights? Get a no. That's okay. It's your building block for your testimony.
Awesome. Wow, this is powerful. I wish you had all the time, but this is really great. And I hope that the young person who is listening is thinking, okay, that means something can come out of this. You can move from an ordinary life to an extraordinary life.
True.
And the capacity is on your inside, and even the limitation is also on your inside. It's mostly internal more than it is external. So if you can, and then also I also feel that we should also deal with distractions, because you have to be focused on that thing. Because you've been running Santa Fe for 7 whole years. Twice in a year, Easter fair, Christmas fair, and all of that.
You go beyond the city now.
And then you've done Abakaliki fair right now. And then you're about to do Owerri fair, So this is amazing. Now, we're now advancing the business beyond the borders of just one state. So this is good. And I think that anybody can start. It could be any movement. It must not be on an entrepreneurial movement.
Yes.
It could be a movement, it could be a prayer movement, it could be anything as the Lord, lays in your heart. That you begin to think of theme. And then I also believe that the person you become at execution is a different version of you. So you learn on the go. The process, the transformation is on the go. And as you learn, you transform. As you learn, you metamorphose. Yeah, so thank you, Team Edo Santa Fe, for coming. But you're still my kid sister. You don't have a choice. Forever, you still steal my things. I'm going to do a video on how she's stolen a lot of my things so that you will see who the team lead is. You have to put your leg down because the robbery is too much. Alright, remember it's your girl BJ. Do you want to tell them to keep watching? Can do it in on dots.
Okay. See here. It is how they'll be rubbishing me on this. Okay, but this is one YouTube channel you should stick to. That tells the truth.
CEO is talking, guys.
Because of this, is there, guys, you can move along. Go to
I say CEO is talking.
Okay. Yeah. So can I position well?
Yes, position well.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Say Pastor Ride. Yes, ride on, sir.
Ride on. Keep watching.
This is one YouTube channel you should have constantly on the face of your phone.
Yeah.
Always watching, sharing. Talking about, you can use some of the clips from this YouTube video to run DPS classes and teach your mentees and
relationships.
Yes.
Things.
Very deep things are shared here, and they come from a place of depth. It's not
no surface level. Yeah, it's all value.
Surface level.
It's all value. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. It's your girl PJ. Please remember to like, share, comment, and engage with our work and your life will never remain the same. Yeah. See you same time, same place. Thank you so much for coming, baby. It was such a good time.